that kind of stuff, and it's about raising the energies and merging. And
I think he will come out of that if he keeps coming back.
Yeah, he was sincerely listening, certainly.
I think I will contact him, invite him to come, because I think if we engage them in the right way, they might stick more around. Like, let's say Satish is becoming really... Satish, being engaged with.
Okay, Om Jnana Timirandasya Ginanjana Shalakaya Chaksurun Meditang Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Guravista Saburakam Guruganaya Shisa Sambhusitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunang Sri Rupa Pantanagam Govindavidam Ujjalam Varatanam Bhaktanvitam Sundaram Bande Vishwa Gurun Shadivya Bhagavad Premno Hi Bija Pradam Nama Om Vishnu Varaya Krishna Pashaya Bhutale Swami Shri Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupadaya Te Namaha Gurvagyam Shri Shri Dattva Shaktya Vesha Swarupine Hare Krishna iti mantrena paschatya prachitarne Svacharya pravaryaya divya karunya murtaye Sri Bhagavata madhurya Gita Jnana Pradayine Gaura Sri Rupa Siddhanta Saraswati Nishevine Radha Krishna Padambojo Bringaya Gurave Namaha Devam Divyatanam Shichandravadhanam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sat Ekavaranam Vairagi Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lashitam Saraswatanam Varam Vanditam Shubhadam Ad Ekasharanam Nyasiswaram Sridharam Sri Siddhanta Saraswatiti Vidito Gaudiya Gurvan Vaye Patobano Riva Prabhata Gagane Yogoda Sankirtanai Mayavada Timin Gilo Dar Gatan Udrita Jivaniman Krishna Prema Sudabdi Gahana Sukham Pradat Prabhum Tambaje Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. So Sri Sri Prapana Jivanamritam Ki Jai. Sri Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. So now we have just begun chapter 9, words of nectar from the Supreme Lord. Anybody remember what the Sanskrit is? I think it's Bhagavad Vachanamritam, but maybe something else too. Sri Sri Bhagavad Vachanamritam, right? Okay. Okay, we're on number 5, and this is, Krishna is describing he's described from the Nrsimha Purana, and Guru Maharaj is given a large introduction about how Krishna will, deliver those devotees who aspire for exclusive love. And he nourishes the lives of the devotees and fulfilling all their desires for devotional service. Nrsimha says, I deliver all suffering from one who accepts my shelter. Then Rama says, it is my pledge that if anyone just once sincerely petitions me for shelter, saying, I am yours, then I grant him courage for all time to come. So next we have from Bhagavad Gita, Srila Guru Maharaj's summary introduction. He is the savior of saints. Sa cha sadhunam paritrana karta. Jai Gurudev. Hey, Gurudev. Okay, then the Bhagavad Gita. I appear in every age to deliver the saintly devotees, to vanquish the sinful miscreants, and to firmly establish true religion. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam dharma samsta panarthaya sambhavam yuge yuge from age to age. I come down to establish dharma, destroy the demons, and save the devotees. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam, destroy the demons. It's Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, verse 31. Krishna just, Guru Maharaj arranging things in such a way to bring out the fact that Krishna is always descending to help us. And he will, I'm sure he's leading us up to the understanding that Mahaprabhu is the Avatara Sara, Gora Avatar. Of all avatars, he is the supreme avatar. So next, Tatra Eva. I don't even know what that means. Should look it up. Tatra Eva. Seems like, just something that's quoted, that's known, that we don't know the source, something like that. So Guru Maharaj's summary, he bestows whatever fruit he is petitioned for. Tasya doesn't say anything. O Partha, however a person worships me, I am correspondingly attainable by him. Certainly all men follow my path. They follow that path which is revealed by me. Okay, it's just the Bhagavad Gita continuing. Maybe it's the next verse or part of the same last verse. I don't remember. Ye yatamam prapadyante tangs tataiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanuvartante manushya partha sarvashaha. However a person worships me, I am correspondingly attainable by him. Srila Prabhupada gives some very similar commentary. As they surrender unto me, I reward accordingly. So certainly all men follow my path, and they follow that path which is revealed by me. The indication is that everybody is in a particular situation ultimately arranged by Krishna, everybody. And it's just a matter of our coming to consciousness of that fact and surrendering to that fact and coming into the real, the real life that we're intended to. Otherwise, everything's controlled by Krishna anyway. This is why the Uttama Adhikari, the one who's got the pure vision of Krishna everywhere in the environment, he sees Krishna everywhere and has no need to do anything because he sees that Krishna is behind everything. But under the order of Krishna or the order of some other high personality, certain of these denizens in the spiritual region descend to this plane and enter into the perception of a Madhyama Adhikari who sees that there is suffering, there is a big problem, and that big problem has to be solved. And the solution is given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hariyo Nama, Eva Kevalam, kalona steva gatir anyataha. Okay. So, continuing with verses from Bhagavad Gita. I think they're successive. That must mean what Traiva means. So Guru Maharaj's summary. Motivation for sense gratification is the only reason that worshippers of many demigods surrender to those gods instead of Lord Krishna. Bahudeva Yajnanam Sri Krishnetra Devata Prapati Bhoga Bisandhi Mulayava. So they surrender to the demigods instead of Krishna because they want sense gratification. Then, continuing the Bhagavad Gita, persons whose good senses are perverted by some material desire become preoccupied with that desire, and thus they adopt the appropriate rules and regulations to worship other gods. Kamais tais tair hrita jnana prapadyante anandevataha tang tang niyamam astaya prakritya niyata swaya. Again, Bhagavad Gita. Tataiva, continuing Bhagavad Gita. So, everybody who is worshiping with some calculation in terms of, obtaining something within this material world, they're actually worshiping demigods. Basically, that's what Krishna is saying. So, those who worship in church for material happiness or prosperous family life or stuff like that, they're actually worshiping probably Brahma. They're not actually worshiping the Supreme Personality. Though some have the perception that they should try to surrender purely without motivation. But most think that God is there. He's brought us to this world to enjoy, and we just need to pray to Him, and we'll be perfectly situated in this world. So they pray to, other gods, but actually Krishna's behind them too. So next, number 8, then we'll go to Chaitanya Charitamrita. Guru Maharaj's summary introduction. The elevationists worship many gods due to their ignorance of Sri Krishna's position as the supreme God of all gods. Okay. Tat sarveshvarat vijnanam eva karminam bahudeva yajane karanam. They worship many gods due to their ignorance of the position of Krishna as the supreme God of all gods. Sarvesh Arava, how is it pronounced? Sarvesh Areshvar Atvajnanam. So they know Krishna is that God of all gods. I alone am the enjoyer and the Lord of all sacrifices. Those who worship the demigods consider them to be independent of me, and they are known as superficial worshippers, and that is pratikopashaka, superficial worshippers. They do not understand my factual position, and thus, due to their fallacious worship, they deviate from the truth.
What is fallacious?
Fallacious, it means filled with flaws. When they worship as my expansions, the demigods, headed by the sun god, they may ultimately gain an auspicious result. very long description of, you know, a short Bhagavad Gita verse by Srila Guru Maharaj. Ahang hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhur eva cha nat tumam amijananti tadvena tas chavantite. Again, Bhagavad Gita. So superficial worshippers, why are they superficial? Because they're calculated. They've forgotten that they're just, you know, they're just servants. They may think, oh, if I become a servant, then I'll get something. But that's superficial thinking. It's like it's on the surface of the material energy, perceiving that there's something greater than them, but thinking that that something greater than them is their, as Srila Prabhupada called, order supplier. Oh, give me this, oh, give me that. And you see it everywhere. Every so-called religion, most people are doing that. Praying for, some material success. Some even in Buddhism, there's one sect who says if you just chant their mantra, you'll get anything material, no problem. You know that sect? You've heard of it? It's Namyo Korenge Ko.
That mantra,
Yeah. You know, so anyway, Krishna says it's not actual worship, it's fallacious, and they deviate from the truth. But when they worship his expansions, the demigods, headed by Surya, they may ultimately gain an auspicious result. Meaning they may be elevated to the higher planets. In the higher planets, they may have a clearer vision of spiritual possibilities, though they may be more distracted by the material opulence there. But they'll have some vision, higher vision of spiritual, the possible spiritual reality. Okay. Shri Prabhupada Jivanamritam Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Okay, put this in here. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay. Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Okay, so Kaviraj Goswami is giving with quotations from the Bhagavatam and other, what was the other one? Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, indicating that the Lord becomes so indebted to his devotee who gives everything to him that he in turn reciprocates with, with full love and affection. And in that way, the living being finds perfection, finds the reality of his or her existence. Is there in that pure loving connection with the Supreme Lord. And Krishna is willing to do that, and gradually, I think we're going towards the idea that Krishna being willing, he descends one of the reasons why he descends is for that reason, to bring people back. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Text 21, Adi Lila, chapter 8. Okay, I'll read the English first. Oh dear. Here we go. Okay. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, is fully independent. Therefore, although it is the most confidentially stored benediction, he can distribute love of Godhead to anyone and everyone without consideration. So he's not bound by any rules, even his previous statements in Bhagavad Gita and elsewhere, saying that it's, as they surrender to me, I reward accordingly, and so on. He's actually not bound by these statements, and as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he directly fully gives his mercy. And this word, svatantra, means independence, fully independent. That was the one of the sayings when they wanted freedom from the British. It was the Svatantra movement. Svatantra Ishvara Prema Nigudha Bandhara Baliaila Yade Tarde Na Kaila Vichara. Vichara, consideration. Bilaila is distributing this niguna, this very confidential prema, love of God. Where tarde na vichara, na koila vichara, to everyone without consideration. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that there's no consideration about material position in the movement begun by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He does not discriminate between offenders and the innocent. Krishna prema pradayate. He liberally gives love of Godhead to anyone and everyone. This can be actually experienced as stated in this verse. So it's all these statements by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and statements about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are like reflections of his living manifestation. Who he is being brought out by Kaviraj Goswami in his perfect progressive arrangement, where he's building a foundation and slowly now beginning to reveal through his pastimes about the deep and beneficent nature of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So text 22, whether he is offensive or inoffensive, anyone who even now chants Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda is immediately overwhelmed with ecstasy, and tears fill his eyes. Adhyapiha Deka Chaitanya Nama Yailaya Krishna Prema Pulakashru Vivala Sehoya. Okay. Krishna Prema Pulaka Ashru, tears of ecstasy from love of Krishna, comes anyone who takes the name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Adhyapya, somehow that is brought out as whether offensive or inoffensive.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a statement that, like, whoever's there at the time, and Prabhupada renders it, whether they're offensive or inoffensive, he gives mercy. So Prabhupada here speaks immediately. The Prakrita Sahajas who chant Nitai Gaur, Radhe Sham, have very little knowledge of the Bhagavat conclusion, and they hardly follow the Vaishnava rules and regulations. Yet, because they chant Bhaja Nitai Gaur, their chanting immediately evokes tears and other signs of ecstasy. Although they do not know the principles of Vaishnava philosophy and are not very advanced in education, by these symptoms, they may attract many men to become their followers. Their ecstatic tears will, of course, help them in the long run, for as soon as they come in contact with a pure devotee, their lives will become successful. Even in the beginning, however, because they are chanting the holy names of Nitai Gaur, their swift advancement on the path of love of Godhead is very prominently visible. That's pretty radical. Srila Prabhupada is saying, because even though they're mixing it up and considering, Radhe Sham, Nitai Gaur to be the same, they're saying Nitai Gaur. And because of that, they're going to get the benefit. All they have to do is come in contact with a pure Vaishnava. So that's, this is the statement of Kaviraj Goswami about the potency of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda. Their names being chanted, it will overwhelm all obstacles. Okay, simply by talking of Nityananda Prabhu, one awakens his love for Krishna. Thus, all his bodily limbs are agitated by ecstasy, and tears flow from his eyes like waters of the Ganga. Nityananda bolite hoya Krishna prema doya, aulaya sakala anga ashru ganga vaya. Ashru ganga vaya, like the flowing of the Ganga, the tears that come, and the limbs of the body are agitated, aulaya, and the beginning awakenings of love of Krishna develop by the chanting of Nityananda Prabhu's name. So of course these are, high symptoms that are described that, no doubt occurred at the time of the presence of Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they have, definite, possibility of being manifest even on this plane now. But the great devotees who actually may feel in this way, according to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's instruction, never show that. So we have had contact with great Vaishnavas who are no doubt Paramahamsas, and no doubt have this kind of feeling that Kaviraj Goswami is expressing, and no doubt could, roll on the ground and cry, but they don't do that because there's so many imitators that that are doing it already. And so rather than make imitation, they stay at a distance from those kind of symptoms. So text 24. There are offenses to be considered while chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Therefore, simply by chanting Hare Krishna, one does not become ecstatic. Krishna nama kore aparadera vichara. Krishna balile aparadara na hoya vikara. Na hoya vikara. If he chants offensively, aparadira, he will never become changed. Okay, right. In the Krishna Nama, the kore, the taking of aparad, vichar must be a consideration. Okay, long purport. So he's beginning to go into some of the offenses to the holy name. To blaspheme the great saintly persons who are engaged in preaching the glories of the Hare Krishna mantra is the worst offense at the lotus feet of the holy name. To not criticize a preacher of the glories of the Hare Krishna Maha mantra. If he does so, he's an offender. Second Nam Aparad is described, this is in Padma Purana. In the material world, the holy name of Vishnu is all auspicious. Vishnu's name, form, qualities, and pastimes are all transcendental absolute knowledge. Therefore, if one tries to separate the absolute personality from his holy name or his transcendental form, qualities, and pastimes, thinking them to be material, that is offensive. You know, thinking the names of the demigods to be equal to the name of Vishnu, that is also offensive. Third offense at the lotus feet of the holy name is called Guru Avagya. Consider the spiritual master to be material and therefore envy his exalted position. So they think the spiritual master is just another devotee who's gotten elevated, or he may be very charismatic or something, and he's in charge of everything. So that person who thinks the spiritual master is material is by nature envious. So the fourth offense, Shruti Shastra Nindanam, to blaspheme the Vedic literatures, such as the four Vedas and the Puranas. Always we keep them on our head, even though we don't study them because they're not that applicable in this age. We know the conclusion has been given to us by Veda Vyas, which is Srimad Bhagavatam. So we honor all these Vedic scriptures. Fifth offense, tatarta vadaha. Consider the glories of the holy name to be exaggerations. Like, oh yeah, they're just imagining that they're feeling bliss. It's just, it's just their own mental trip. Similarly, the sixth offense, harinama kalpanam, consider the holy name of the Lord to be imaginary. So that's similar. They're just, they're just making it up. It's not real. It's, it's just it's a repetitive, melodious tune that has the effect to mesmerize the brain. I've heard that. Seventh offense is described. To think that since the Hare Krishna mantra can counteract all sinful reactions, one may therefore go on with sinful activities and at the same time chant the Hare Krishna mantra to neutralize them. This is the great offense at the lotus feet of the holy name. The eighth offense is stated thus: it is offensive to consider the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra to be a religious, ritualistic ceremony. In other words, like coming to church on Sunday and chanting Hare Krishna and thinking, oh, this is part of the religion, this is what we do, and we're going to get benefit from this and get elevated to heaven or something. So that is an offense to the holy name. Then, the ninth offense, it is an offense to preach the glories of the holy name among persons who have no intelligence or no faith in the subject matter. So as people should be given the chance to hear the Hare Krishna mantra, but in the beginning they should not be instructed about the glories of the spiritual significance of the holy name. By constant hearing of the holy name, their hearts will be purified, and then they will be able to understand the transcendental position of that holy name. Then, number 10, if one has heard the glories of the transcendental holy name of the Lord, but nevertheless continues the materialistic concept of life, thinking, I am this body and everything belonging to this body is mine, aham mameti. It does not show respect and love for the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and that is an offense. So, by the grace of our gurus, we're pretty well off on most of the offenses, except for probably the 7th offense, thinking the Hare Krishna mantra can counteract sinful reactions, therefore go on with sinful reactions, at the same time chanting Hare Krishna. And then the 10th offense, thinking I'm this body and everything belongs to this body is mine. To a certain degree, because we're mixed, the chanting of the holy name can't be pure. We have to free ourselves from all anarthas. Come to the stage of anartha nivritti, then we can begin to purely chant and develop ruchi, or taste. So, but along the way, in contact with the holy name, as it descends to us through our Diksha Guru, we get the benefit of the sound vibration that's been given by the Guru, and even though it's offensive, it has it has effect on the heart, and it's like anything in relation to our service. To the degree to which we are surrendering to the holy name in glorification, desperation, and sincere aspiration to become a real servant, then that will take effect. So the 10 offenses are there, and Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj just says that if you make these offenses, you're not going to become ecstatic chanting the holy name. I mean, that type of ecstasy we have no idea of. We feel something, no doubt. And whether it's just shadow coming about because of the namabhas, or whether it's a certain percentage of reality that's beginning to awaken, is that's to be seen. Okay, we'll do one more. Text 25 from Srimad Bhagavatam. If one's heart does not change, tears do not flow from his eyes, his body does not shiver, nor his hairs stand on end as he chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it should be understood that his heart is hard as iron. This is due to his offenses. Sorry. This is due to his offenses at the lotus feet of the Lord's holy name. From the Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, 3rd chapter. Tad asmasaram hridayam batedam yad grihamandir hari nama deyai ya vikriye tata yada vikaro netra jalam gataruheshu harshaha. So while chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, if all these these symptoms do not appear, it means the heart is not, accepting the sound of the mantra. The heart is to one degree or other, reflecting it. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, commenting on this verse, which is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam, remarks that sometimes a Mahabhagavata, or very advanced devotee, does not manifest such transcendental symptoms as tears in the eyes, although sometimes a Kanishta Adhikari, neophyte devotee, displays them artificially. So we've seen that. This does not mean, however, that the neophyte is more advanced than the Mahabhagavata. The test of the real change of heart that takes place when one chants the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is that one becomes detached from material enjoyment. This is the real change. Bhaktir paras yanu bhava viraktir anyatra shat. One is actually advancing in spiritual life. He must become very much detached from material enjoyment. If it is sometimes found that a Kanishta Adhikari shows artificial tears in his eyes while chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, but is still completely attached to material things, his heart has not really changed. The change must be manifested in terms of one's real activities. So this is a good verse, giving proper context about, the approach to the holy name and the approach to, our serving attitude in relation to the holy name. We can't think that we're experiencing, symptoms of bhava or something if we have any material attachment. That's Prabhupada saying it directly. We can't, think that we're getting symptoms of the holy name that are, causing us to cry or roll on the ground or whatever, look stunned, or, these things are going on. And also in relation to, exposing oneself to the books, giving detailed information about the pastimes of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. Generally, there's some exhibition of symptoms. And when, Kanishta Adhikaris do this, they become entangled and perceive the pastimes in terms of their own experience, and gradually become fully entangled in sahaja notions. This is the sad truth. So, okay, I'll just read one more. Simply chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra without offenses vanquishes all sinful activities. Thus, pure devotional service, which is the cause of love of Godhead, becomes manifest. So Prabhupada quotes the Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter. I won't say it, but just basically, people who have acted piously in previous lives, whose sinful activities are eradicated, free from the duality of delusion, I want this, I don't want that, engage themselves in my service with Dridha Vrataha, with Bhajante Mam Dridha Vrataha. So Bhajante Mam, they engage in my service, Mam Dridha Vrataha, with great determination. While passing on the road, Mahaprabhu used to chant, Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Raksha Mam. Krishna, 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 Pahimam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Raksha Mam. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava Pahimam. We used to chant that, like calling for help. If one always chants the holy name of Krishna, gradually one is freed from all reactions of sinful life, provided he chants offensively and does not commit more sinful activities on the strength of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. This way one is purified, and devotional service causes the arousal of his dormant love of Godhead. Premo Kumarto Mahan. One comes to the fifth stage of perfection, engagement in the loving service of the Lord. Okay, we must end here. So Kaviraj Goswami is going on to cite symptoms from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu about what happens to the body when one experiences actual transcendental loving service to the Lord, and how the material existence terminates, it disappears, and one achieves transcendental riches. Okay. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Ras Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Acharya Brinda Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Vaishnava Brinda Ki Jai. And Visva Vaishnava Brinda Ki Jai. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopala Govinda Ram Srimad Sudana. Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohana. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra. Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunatha. Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha. Echai Gosai Kodi Charana Vandana. Jaha hoje vigna nash abhishta purana. Echai Gosai Char Muni Char Dasa. Samsavara Padarenu Maura Vanchagrasa. Sandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanivasa. Janame Mora E Abhirasa. Echai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilavasa. Shri Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakasha. Anandam Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavana. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Madhyayamana. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Madhyayamana. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyasha. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyasha. Hari Nama Sankirtan Kohe Narottama Dasa. Hari Nama Sankirtan Kohe Narottama Dasa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya, Gaura Hari Jaya, Gaura Hari Jaya, Gaura Hari. Jaya Gaura Sundar, Jaya Gaura Sundar, Gaura Sundar, Jaya Gaura Sundar. Jaya Radha Giriraj, Jaya Radha Giriraj, Radha Giriraj, Jaya Radha Giriraj. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaur Hari Bo. Nitai Gaur Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaur Hari Bo. Jai Sripad Shri Guru Gauranga Sundar, right?
No, we have no Sundar behind it. Sisi Guru Gauranga Radha Giridhari.
But that's his name, right? Gauranga Sundar. Okay. Jai Sripad Shri Guru Gauranga Radha Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Nirmala Charja Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad, Sri Chaitanya Saraswara Mat Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Visvavaranya Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Brinda Ki Jai. Grantaraja Srimad Bhagavatam Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Sri Sri Prabhupada Jivanamritam Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswara Mata Ki Jai. London Sri Chaitanya Saraswara Mata Ki Jai. Visva Bhyapi Tadiya Shaka Mata Ki Jai. Samaveta Vaishnava Mandala Ki Jai. Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Hari Nama Sankirtan Ki Jai. Jai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bo.
Lalita Saptami.
Ki Jai, yeah. Oh, I should have said something about Lalita maybe, but I'll have to do it later.
Is there a noon program?
Hmm?
Is there a noon program?
I don't think so.
No.
We don't usually have a regular program.